Well, folks, it seems like Elon Musk is finally admitting defeat and acknowledging that his whole Doge initiative was a complete and total failure, a dumpster fire of epic proportions. Now, before we dive into the story of Elon Musk acknowledging the reality that we've all seen for quite some time right now, I want to start here and just show you how badly things have been going for Elon Musk recently. So here's an article from Futurism. It says Tesla's sales are somehow continuing to fall. They are still going down. They write, if there's a light at the end of the tunnel for Tesla, it's an oncoming Model Y trapped inside Elon Musk's dorky Vegas loop. Already in a dire delivery slump while its brand image goes up in flames, the EV automaker experienced yet another devastating plummet in sales last month in several of its most important European markets, in what is the latest sign of how its CEO's bizarre behavior is driving customers away. Now, Tesla sales have gone down in the United States, but a lot of other continents like Asia and Europe are really doing the heavy lifting when it comes to sinking Tesla as a company. And just look at this data. I mean, it is astounding. In Sweden, Tesla's new car sales nosedived by a staggering 81% in April. 81%. That is a collapse to its lowest level in 2.5 years. Sales in the Netherlands experienced a 74% decline, the lowest for that month since 2022. The decline looked like 59% in France, while Denmark's sales dropped by 67% and sales in Portugal fell by a third. So in a lot of these really developed economies in Europe, of which Tesla is meant to be thriving, electric vehicles in Europe are actually doing really well right now. They are collapsing. The sales are going down by 70%, 60%, even 80% in some countries. It is a devastating turn of events for Elon Musk and Tesla. Even worse, Tesla is trending in the exact opposite direction of the European EV market overall, which is blossoming. In the first quarter, according to new data from the European Automobile Manufacturers Association cited by Reuters, Tesla sales in the continent, including the UK, fell by 37%, while EV sales rose by 28%. Last year, Tesla sold 86,000 cars over that time period. This year, it only sold 54,000. So it's not like there's just a general slump in the EV market that might be able to explain why Tesla is experiencing this devastating fall. No, electric vehicles are actually going up. People are using them more and more in Europe. They just don't like Tesla. They just don't like Elon Musk. This is Musk's vaunted business acumen at work. His support of far-right politics, his role in the Trump administration, and his off-the-cuff Sig Heils have made him an extremely unpopular figure in Europe, where customers have seemingly little patience for his thinly veiled blank blank. I don't know if I can say that here. Protesters and vandals, for example, have smashed up Tesla dealerships and spray painted them with anti-Nazi slogans. And according to electrifying.com CEO Ginny Buckle, in a Reuters interview, they said, quote, the brand has taken a reputational hit here in Europe. So Tesla overall as a company is going down, and investors just across the board are looking at Tesla as an unstable company. And as I mentioned, Europe is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. We are seeing that a lot of people in Europe just don't like Donald Trump, but it's also the case here in the United States. Elon Musk's approval rating has never been lower. It continues to go down. People do not like Elon Musk. Right now, 53.9% of people have an unfavorable view of Elon Musk, while just 39.4% have a favorable view of Elon Musk. And you can see over time how this has evolved. And matter of fact, in many parts of Elon Musk in recent history, more people had a favorable view of him than an unfavorable view. But once he started to endorse Trump, as you can see on this graph, once he got into the election, and once certainly when Donald Trump's term began, people realized that, wow, this guy is really not all that. This modern day Iron Man, as Republicans like to call him, he is really kind of insane. He really has no idea what he's talking about. And this has led to Elon Musk not only being disliked by the American people, but somewhat kicked out of the Trump administration. And now he's kind of going nuclear on Trump and MAGA. We talked about this in a video the other day, but I wanted to bring it up again in the conversation of Elon Musk kind of just giving up. But a person posted a tweet saying, given the disastrous GOP bill, the only chance the U.S. has is explosive GDP growth. If that doesn't happen, we are cooked. Please pass term limits. And then Barrett in the middle here said, I wonder if this is why Elon has somewhat moved away from politics in order to accelerate GDP growth with humanoid robots. If he believes this is the only solution, then this would be his most logical choice. And as you can see at the bottom, Elon Musk responded with a bullseye, indicating that he doesn't like this big, beautiful bill that Republicans and Donald Trump are trying to get passed through Congress and signed into law. he actually is arguing here, or appears to argue, that the bill is going to add a bunch of money to the debt, and in turn we have to boost GDP growth, and that's why he's left politics. So in a very subtle way, Elon Musk has begun to kind of declare war on the Trump administration, or at least Republicans in Congress at a minimum, and push back on them in some ways. Don't get me wrong, Elon Musk is certainly not a Democrat. He's not coming over to the left anytime soon, but it seems like this fracture between Elon Musk and the Republican Party is here, and it's not going away. Now, I want to talk about Elon Musk finally declaring defeat, and it just happened hours ago on Twitter with this series of posts. Matt at the top here says, Doge is literally one of the most popular government initiatives in history. I wouldn't go that far. 73% of Americans say they support cutting government waste. Trump brought in the smartest man on earth to do it. The left destroyed Elon for it. The GOP won't vote on it. I can't believe it. And then at the bottom, Elon Musk says, did my best. So Elon Musk is sounding very defeated with that reply to this tweet, saying, you know what, I did my best, but all of these things appear to be the case. The GOP won't vote for it. The left obviously went after Elon Musk for doing it because he was firing all of these federal workers and cutting programs that people rely on. But it seems like Musk right now is finally acknowledging what we've all known for quite some time, that Doge was a failure, that it didn't go to plan. You know, Democrats have always been in favor of like getting rid of wasteful spending when it's actually wasteful, like, you know, paying for Donald Trump's golf vacations every weekend, or paying for his visits to the Super Bowl, or these different race car races around the country. You know, maybe the American taxpayer shouldn't be paying tens of millions of dollars for Trump to do that. But people on Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, that's not wasteful spending. But Elon Musk went after those people anyway. People who have been serving in the federal government for decades, who voted for Donald Trump, Elon Musk and Donald Trump went after with Doge. And it seems like Elon Musk, all he can say now about his time at Doge and the initiative there is, did my best. No, oh, we were so successful, it was a tremendous thing, just did my best. And we know that Doge failed because we can just look at government spending. I mean, it's just a really easy stat that shows you how bad things have been for Elon Musk. Just look at 2024, 2023, and 2022 compared to 2025. You know, Elon Musk and Doge said that they were going to cut $2 trillion, which, by the way, was never going to happen, but $2 trillion from government spending. And yet we are spending right now in 2025 more than 24, 23, and 22. And you can see the progression here. This is an article from the New York Times, progression in months, and the progression obviously in the amount of money. But Doge has been a catastrophic failure. It's just led to a lot of people's lives being ruined. And now Elon Musk gets to go back to running his companies into the ground. He gets to remain incredibly wealthy while all of the American people suffer because of his incompetence. But at least he's finally acknowledging that it didn't go well. I mean, take that, I suppose. So anyway, I just wanted to show you Elon Musk kind of finally acknowledging the truth, realizing that, yeah, you know, Doge didn't go all that well. I'll leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe down below. It goes an incredibly long way. I really appreciate it. Also, drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about this story. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.